I feel a great energy in the room. There's not a lot of you here, but I feel the power of the moment. We've had to fight many battles in this community, in this society, and I'm glad that you picked this school from which to launch this battlefront, because our trustee went to the school. She grew up in this area. And I'm glad to see that there are two new trustees who are very young people who are leading this charge. Parents, the ones who are here tonight, you need to fight for your right to take your school back. We're not going to sit back and let a government destroy a system that they put in place with a trustee board that is elected by you to determine the kind of outcomes in your best interest in the community. And then they cut their powers and demand that they do things that we don't agree with and hold them responsible for the damage that's done. It should not happen. It's not going to happen. And you should not let it happen. I'll be supporting you to ensure that it doesn't happen. I'm glad that these people came here to consult with you and to ask you to do the right thing and take back, demand from your government, which has been elected with so much power because of the numbers that they've gained, who think they can destroy systems that we've come to respect, that over the years have provided, it gives us a sense of ownership and belonging, community. These schools belong to the community. We don't have the same kind of access to these schools. Over the years, progressively, they kept taking it away. They shut them down, they closed the doors, they bring police officers in them, and they tell you can't come into them. And yet you're in the community, and now they're saying they're going to close them down. Without any real justification. They need to come back and ask us whether we want them closed. But that's not happening. It is really important for us to let these trustees know, and I want to tell you that we're going to battle with you all the way. If you must say no, say no. Because the objective is to remove trustees altogether. When they start to tell you that you can't have wages, you can't have salaries, and they are getting fat dollars, I would like to see the movement where I saw someone came and invited us to participate in signing a petition. I'm not sure what it says. Well, we do need a petition. And we need to get together and start that petition rolling right now to demand that we meet with Liz Sanders, whether it's here or in our offices, and say to her, we're not going to let her do that. And she and the Premier will respect it, because that's the only thing they respect, the vote. I'm happy that the councillor from our area is showing his solidarity with this movement, because we need to get, this is politics. That's what politics is. These people were elected, we voted for them. So why are they telling us that they're going to remove them and bring a management team that they handpick? You can't permit that. Don't let it happen. So let's organize the very next meeting, or at least a moment where we can come together and sign some documents demanding some specific things that we want to sit down with you, Ms. Liz Sanders and the Premier, Wynne, and to tell them that we're not going to let them close down, not this school or any of the other ones, until they consult with us. They were going to turn back and blame the trustees for being responsible for the closing and all the difficulties that erupt after that. So it's not about the trustees, really. It's about your rights. And as an earlier speaker said, the whole principle, the fundamental principle of what democracy is all about. They tell you you've got it, and then at the same time, when you utilize it, they don't respect the decisions that you've made. And we can't continue to have that happen. And I won't stand for it. And I want to tell you, I'm going to be here to ensure that you get all the support that you need. And I thank you for that moment.
Thank you, Mr. LaRose. C. Perry.
Thank you. It seems to me that what Liz Sandals is trying to do in taking away our trustees' offices, trying to take away your assistants, it's not like you're getting a fat paycheck. And so they're also cutting in on your budgets to be able to do your jobs for us, because we do want to have the best interest in our children's education. They're setting a very mean precedent by doing all of these cutbacks on your behalf. And so I'd like to see that we don't make all of these cutbacks. It's the kind of thing that happened back in 1970 when OSSTF wanted to have a strike, and it was a simple matter of crowded classrooms clouding the mind, where 34, 36 students in a high school class, that was monstrous. 32 was going to be the minimum cutback. Well, that helped. That didn't go by. And so we can't let all of these things just pass just because Liz Sandals says so. We are talking about the biggest school board in Canada. We are talking about the biggest school board in Ontario. 72 school boards here. And so we're basically setting the precedent whereby they can do the same kind of thing in any of our 72 school boards. Not good enough. It's not good enough for our kids. It's not good enough for our parents. It's not good enough for our community hubs. It can't happen. That's it.
Thank you.